Hey everybody, it's Kelly Oblak with this week's Free Flow Wednesday. Here's our inspiration board for the month, and I love the colors in this board, and for some reason it made me think of Paige Evans' collection. So I went right to my paper shelf and grabbed my envelope of her papers and came up with these papers here, basically from Turn the Page. That's what I'm basically using. I've got a couple other little things in here, but it's basically that. So that turquoise paper there that I am mounting this on is from Pink Paisley, Paige Evans, obviously, Turn the Page, and that is paper number 24, since they don't actually have names. And I'm going to use that to mat these couple of small photos here. And then I'm kind of playing around with what I want to do for my background papers. I know I want that star paper featured really big because it has all the colors in. It has the yellow and the turquoise and the coral and the green from the inspiration board. So I wanted to make sure that that was featured prominently. So I'm going through and I'm just trimming that page, and because the design is even across, I need to take a little bit from each side. So I took 1/4 of an inch from either side of the layout. So basically I have a total 1/2 inch reveal, but just 1/4 on each side, and then that's trimmed evenly. So be careful when you're trimming papers like that. So I was thinking about using that yellow perhaps as my frame in the background. So I am going to do a frame layout here. And because I use a Caterpillar Pro trimmer, I can take the border strip off, but there's no way for you to actually cut a frame out, because you can't drop your blade in the middle of the paper. So that is one bad thing about that trimmer, that you need to keep something else available, or you have to do it with a craft knife, and I'm not that great with a craft knife. And I like to use these as, you know, layering elements and stuff, the inside obviously. So I want it to be straight. So anyway, I'm using my trick here. I've talked about this before. When I'm attaching it to a frame, I just attach one side first, and that way your paper doesn't buckle as it goes down on you, because a lot of times you'll get one side correct and then not the others, and it's kind of a mess. So now I kind of have the basic structure of my layout, and I'm looking for some sort of journaling card, and I did like that file card, and that is from Turn the Page. And wait, I did tell you the paper names, by the way. So the star paper is Turn the Page paper number 10. That coral background paper is Turn the Page paper number 19. And then the yellow paper that I'm using right now is paper number 15. All right, so I was thinking about using that file tab, but I wanted the high side sitting next to the photo, and I couldn't get it to do that because I wanted us to be looking into the journaling, not have it out on the right side, and we're definitely looking towards the left here. So I was looking and I found that tag there, and that tag is from Pink Paisley Turn the Page. It's from the journaling spots, and I like that because it has all the colors in it. And then I found that die cut that says, I believe good things are coming, and then that ampersand, just because there's 3 of us in the picture there. So that believe die cut and the ampersand are both from the Turn the Page ephemera. So now I'm getting out my Memento Dewdrop ink in gray flannel, and I'm just going to ink those edges. It needed a little bit of help to stand off the background, just because the background is so busy, and just that little bit of inking on everything really makes a huge difference. And I am going to actually turn that die cut a little, or that tag, I guess it is a die cut, that die cut tag just a little bit. Actually, it's a lot of it. It's quite an angle there, which, you know me, I don't normally angle things, so I was very proud of myself. Just kind of, it makes it look like it was just kind of not jammed in there, but just kind of put in there, I guess. And now I'm just playing with heights and not wanting everything to be the same height, but giving myself some room to journal. And then I was looking and I found that chipboard star, and that's from the American Crafts Turn the Page chipboard sheet, which is called Fresh Start, and it is a thicker pack. So I'm going to put that pink star down. And then what I'm doing now is there was still a lot of paper to the right there. I want to just trim that off because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do for embellishing, how much room I was going to need, and would I come back and do anything on the right. But once I get this down, I'm not going to. So now I'm just looking at how I'm going to position this on the paper, and I'm looking, I want to see the color of all the stars. The only one you're going to miss is the one under the cluster there, but you know, that couldn't completely be helped. But otherwise you see a little bit of every other star. So then I found that chipboard there that says it's the little things, and since these are my grandchildren, more than a year ago now, and the little one was really little at that point in time, he wasn't even a year old, that is also from the Fresh Start Thickers from Turn the Page. And now I'm looking to see, I want to layer something underneath that. It's the little things chipboard there. And I find that label die cut, and that is from the Turn the Page journaling spot. So I'm just going to tuck that underneath, and it will give me just a little bit more room to journal something. And then I go back to the Fresh Start Thickers, and I find that yellow star there. So I'm just adding a little bit of ink and some foam tape behind that, and then just a little bit of extra ATG. All right, and then I found that orange or coral star from the chipboard Fresh Start, so I'm going to add that into the cluster. So I'm not sure if I was talking, while I was doing this, a really close friend of mine came for the weekend to scrapbook, and we scrapbooked together Friday afternoon and evening, and then all day Saturday. And so during some of these videos I was chatting with her during different things. So I do like this banner, and I really wanted to get it on this layout, but it's spoiler alert, it's not going to work. So I'm just looking for extra things to add in here. And I'm going back through the die cut pack, or the ephemera pack there, to see what else I can find. I'm not completely satisfied with that cluster on the bottom. I'm thinking about something else I could do there. I love that little arrow and kept trying to get it to work. And at this point I know I was definitely talking to her. And I liked it there, but it was pointing to nothing. And I think that's where I decided I really wanted to get something there, and I liked the orange color there. So I'm just going back again to see what I can find. I go through, and I like this this journaling spot, I guess, but it's a little too frilly. If it had been solid, it would have been perfect. I guess I could have cut it off. And I've inked it already, so whatever page I need it's going to go on, it's going to have to be in that some sort of inking. See how, I don't know, the stars are just flowing through, and everything else is very tailored. It's laid out about, you know, me and the boys. So, not that I couldn't put frilly or pink stuff, I do that all the time, but I just didn't like how it looked on there. And then I remembered that I had seen this selfie acrylic, and I wanted to get that on the page because I don't put acrylics on the page nearly enough. So that is from the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Fancy Free collection, the ephemera from Fancy Free. So I'll get that on there. So back to that spot on the bottom left, I did find this ticket die cut, and that's from the Turn the Page journaling spots. And I like that because it gets a little bit of that orange color down there, that corally orange color. And I'm just going to adjust where the stars are here. I was thinking about doing 3, but that was too many. It was too weighty for me. So I'm going to just reposition them slightly there. All right, so now I'm kind of thinking, am I done? Am I ready for my title? And I think the answer to that is yes. So I go on a little thicker hunt here, but I realized that if I did that, those thickers were going to kind of blend in because of the turquoise star there, and that they were going to probably be too big for what I wanted the title to be. So I'm hunting for some letter stickers to see if I can find something else that works. That's what I'm doing. And I think talking to my friend as well. And then I find these letter stickers from Sassafras. I still have a few of these left. These are the cardstock stickers, and the alphabet is script. And so I love the dark red corally color. It matches the star pretty much perfectly. The coral star in there, reddy coral star. So I'm going to title this The Best Job. And the story behind this is that I was babysitting for the boys that night, and I just so enjoy doing that, and it's fun. So, and anytime I'm missing the boys, I just call mom and dad and say, I think you need a date night. And they pretty much always, well, they always take me up on it. Sometimes it's getting our schedules to coordinate. So I really love taking care of them. It's just fun. It's time for the two of us, and I get to see mom and dad too, but it's nice to be able to just hang out with the boys too. So I'm just adding these stickers with my little cutter bee tweezers there. And I think originally I was going to call it Best Job, and then I realized that I was going to have room for the word the. So I will add that in just a minute. I'm getting the dots on the J there. And then also I MacGyvered my C's into E's by just using a period in the middle there. Getting used to that. That's one of my favorite letter techniques because you always run out of the E's. All right, so that is all done. And I had to re-glue that chipboard star there. So I just tapped the tag there because I just need to grab some twine. And I was thinking about what color to use there and realized that the turquoise colors I had didn't match. They're more blue. So I just grabbed my red twine from my Mind's Eye Lime Twist. It's called Fly a Kite, and the color is Soar. I think that then is everything. So I'm just going to get this twine in. There will be a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well and enjoying what we're doing. We're doing some new things on the Crafty Maven Getaway this year. So hope you're all well. Bye.